Hey girl, how you doing tonight? You ready?
Amazing. How you
You
feeling?
ready to bring it? You ready to bring it?
I am ready, girl.
I
Excited.
know. Me too, me too. Same here.
Mhm.
Welcome everyone to Remembering Saturdays. Today we have a guest. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait a little bit. How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? We have a guest tonight. Yes, a very special sister. My sister, my
Mhm.
soul sister. And
Yeah.
she's a dynamic. Let me give y'all the name first. Should I give them the name? The Soul
Yeah.
Oracle Practitioner, the
Yes.
Empress, Mama D Water. She
Mhm.
is a dynamic spiritual leader, artist,
Ooh.
doula, soul shifter, living altar, voice of spirit, motivational speaker, author. Let's not leave that out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Author and wellness advocate. I think I did good. What you think?
Yeah. You
We're
did
gonna give
well. You
we're
did
gonna
well.
allow you opportunity to add to it anyway.
Yeah.
So how are you tonight? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I
Hi
am
Francine.
absolutely. In this moment, I am feeling so amazing. I'm feeling blessed. Grateful. I see my sister Paige jumped on in the room.
Hi
Thank you.
Paige, how
Gratitude
are
to my
you?
sister. I am honored to be able to share this space in this moment with you because it was just a divine alignment because we were both seeking the same thing. And so, hey, my sister soul sister found me, and this is why I'm here tonight, just to kind of be the representation of what the people need to hear in this moment for their souls, and then align with you as well and giving them what they need from a higher perspective, from a middle perspective, and also from a lower perspective too. So I know that the things that I share with people, oftentimes it will resonate with you on whatever level
Hmm.
you are at. So I'm just honored to be here to share space, and
Yes.
that's love for me, and I appreciate you for that.
Yes. Look, I was just about to leave Texas. I was like, creative spirit, show me a sign because I'm about to leave Texas. I have my
Hmm.
own things going on with my recent separation. And I
Hmm.
was like, look, I'm gonna give it 8 more months. Show up or I'm showing out. Literally
Yeah.
moving out. And I promise you, you text me the next day. And I was like, done, I'm being obedient. I'm being obedient. And then when we had the conversation, that was it. That was it.
Hmm.
I was like, thank you. I am grateful.
Yeah.
I am grateful. And then when we met, I'm like, wow. Hi, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Mm-hmm.
We talked with the first time for maybe about 2 hours, and then
Two
it didn't take 2 hours. Might have been longer 2 hours, but
right.
it was just when that divine alignment happens, you gotta step into what you say you are, embody who you want to become, and be that in that moment with the person you're talking to, being almost naked in front of that person, being your whole full self. And when you can be that
Mm-hmm.
with somebody that you have never met, that just signifies the level of frequency that you want to vibrate what you are and have the same reflection in front of you. So it was just divine because the space I was going in, you in the lane too, in your own lane, and so we just
Yeah,
like, what? How is this such coincidental? Nothing is coincidence, but it's like
nothing.
what is really going on is going on. Let's do this. And I love that because you was like, hey sis, what we doing
Join me
today?
on
We
my
meet,
live.
hit me up when we connecting. And I didn't hesitate on the connection. I was like, look, we're gonna connect today, we're gonna get it done. And then that's exactly what we did, and now we're here. And so I look forward to the expansion of what's happening with what we're doing because just an amount of 2, 3 weeks.
three
We here,
weeks.
right? And so
Right.
again, when we talked about earlier about just manifesting, it's like you really you are the manifestation, and you should walk in that every single day. And then the things that you desire to have, like we don't have to wait on it no more. We
Mm-hmm.
can instantly have it right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you for the connection with me because everybody that's
No,
connecting
of
to me
course.
this time around, because I came here to do this shit this time around.
I
Everybody
know that's
connected
right.
to me in this timing, I'm telling you, has elevated. Everybody around me has grown. Everything that we are doing, it has been magnified. And so it is an honor to walk alongside of people now that are so powerful because some people have to wait days and months to even be in spaces like this, and we get to have the opportunity right now in real time. And
Right. And it
I'm
happened fast. It
excited
happened
about that.
quickly.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Like it's so beautiful. So yeah.
Right. Right. Because look, it didn't take much. I told you the day before I was like, I'm out of here. And the next day
Hmm.
I manifested this beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Hey friend,
Hey,
say hi.
Luis is on it. Hey, that is my
Welcome
friend.
everybody. Where you all
Hey,
connecting
welcome
from? Where
everybody.
you all connecting
Hey,
from?
where y'all at?
Drop it
Holler
in
if
the
you hear
chat.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, drop it in the chat. So we definitely gonna get to the questions. That's a fact. Because I definitely wanna, I have a lot of subscribers here that they come because they're going through an awakening. Some of them feel
Mm-hmm.
alone. I've gotten, emails. Some of them feel alone. Some of them is like, why is this not working? They want to manifest quickly. Why we say manifestation this and then it's not working fast enough for them. So tonight we're gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into that. Money. I don't know who in this chat don't want more money. I don't know who in this chat
Mm-hmm.
don't want freedom, financial freedom, and
Mm-hmm.
freedom of their time, freedom to live life, not 9 to 5, 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's nothing wrong, because if you choose that, it's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as your state of mind doing that position in that job is not, I hate this job, then you could. But a lot of people that I have on here, they say they hate going to work. They
Mm-hmm.
tired of doing it. So tonight we're gonna just kind of feed their souls. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start. They in here. Let's go. So we're gonna ask them the first question. Because why people definitely ask this question about money so much.
Mm-hmm.
So, why do you think so many people work hard, and I mean work hard 24/7, 365,
Mm-hmm.
but still feel like money slips through their fingers?
Because they're operating in a conditioned space. Their mindset is conditioned. Their mindset is conditioned to lack. Their mindset is conditioned to somebody else's story
Mm,
and not their own. There are a lot of things that have been passed down to us historically, through our genes, through our family, from the world, from school. We put
mm-hmm,
ourselves in a conditioning that um, kind of almost suppresses your ability to think outside of the box, you know, and wanting to attract or have more money. It's all about these certain statuses that they have taught us. And really, honestly, you're way more worthy than all the things that was conditioned for you to believe.
mm-hmm,
And so once you tap into your worthiness, your 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 conditioning won't change because you attach to old beliefs.
mm-hmm,
You start tapping into your worthiness and embodying that. And it's like everybody's worthiness, they feel different at different levels because everybody's on a different conscious level. If you feel worthy enough right now to work that 9 to 5, then that's good for you. And then
mm-hmm.
if you feel like, you said people talk about how they hate going to a job.
Yeah.
Like you can't even think about hating going to a job because you're in a conditioning of lack. So how you want to attract more on a new job if you hating the job you at? It's all about
Mm-hmm.
the shift
Yeah.
of the mindset. Every day you get up, like, man, I'm grateful for this job I have every day. Gratitude is the portal for me. Gratitude is the only way to, not the only way, but it's the most quickest way you can get to your desires, your what you're asking for. I can give an example of my own life. Like every morning, every time I got in my car was doing some janky shit. And I was like, ooh, just send out that vibration
Mm-hmm.
of frustration instead of sending out the vibration of, girl, look. Get up in this car and imagine yourself driving in your new car. How does that
Mhm.
feel? What's the car smell like? How fast you gonna be going? Girl, that put me at
Mhm.
that. I start to forget that my car even had issues. The next day, I get up, the car starts, right?
Mhm.
So changing the verbiage, the thought process, and how you feel on what you asking and really wanting is really what's going to take you from going from being conditioned to go to work every day to eventually loving going to work, eventually not even having to go to nobody else's job. Now you got your own business. Now you're running your business and you're sitting at home and making money for yourself. Like that's
Right.
the that's the
Right.
cycle you want to put yourself in instead of continuing to keep repeating that old cycle because that comes from a lack mindset. And lack comes
Mhm.
from the conditioning that was given to us by the people who want to suppress the gifts that we had to think infinitely anyway. So
Right. Right.
that's
Absolutely.
what I feel about that from my hey,
No,
let me
you
tell
and
you,
I agree
a
with
lot of
you.
things that a lot of things that I know you all heard her say that I was an oracle, so I am a soul oracle practitioner to be exact. And so there are a lot of times that when I am talking, I'm always giving a channel message. Any conversation that you're having with anybody is always channeled, depending on the level
Mhm.
of your own consciousness.
Mhm.
So a lot of my perspectives on the things and the questions that I know you're going to be asking me is coming from a soul place of remembering of myself, of my worthiness, remembering myself when I was at the level of I didn't believe or didn't know, because belief is doubt and fear is faith, having faith is creating fear and having belief creates doubt. That's my belief, right? That's what I know. And so because I
Mhm.
know that um the things that I try to connect people with is the knowing of themselves and the connection of where they at from my own experience in my own life, on top of what I remember from other lifetimes that I have lived. But um, so everything I'm saying is not to sway your decision or to make you feel any less than because you are so worthy. The things I'm giving is from a higher perspective of my consciousness, of my experience. So therefore, it can be shed and be a light up into you so you can use it on your own path.
Right.
Just had to let people know that, because
Right.
it,
No.
it might get real for me. It might get real deep in some of the things I'm saying. So if it doesn't resonate with you, let it just sit with you. And when it sits with you, as your days transpire,
Mhm.
you gonna start seeing some of the
You
things that
start
I'm saying
feeling it.
because it's gonna make sense.
Mhm.
Everybody, some people can come in the room and instantly connects for them. That's them, and some people that doesn't, but it's still going to resonate at some part of the journey in your life, especially when it's coming from somebody who is tapped into their true divine self and being able to translate and connect and communicate from other realms to this one. I
Right.
just had to put that out there because I'm really
No.
hurt.
No, I believe it. I know it. I know it. Forget all that. I know it. I know
Just
it.
wanted to give them that so they can know what they diving into on tonight because we going into the ocean, baby. The ocean has never been
Right.
discovered, so we going real deep.
So basically, a lack mindset creates more lack.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, should we ask them another money question? I don't think they need another money question
Money
because there's
question.
a lot of beliefs around money. We've been taught what money is the root of all evil. We've been taught a
Mm-hmm.
lot of different things about money. So, what beliefs around money do you see keep people stuck without them realizing it? That same thing I just said, like a lot of talk, the talk and the mindset behind it,
Mm-hmm.
especially that verse. I grew up with hearing that money's
Yeah.
so evil. It's the
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what do you
Well,
think? There's some other beliefs around money that.
that money is the root of all evil. I think that is the one that everybody struggles with because that that saying right there is binds your money up. It ties it
Mm,
up because money is a frequency, right?
mm-hmm,
And because money is a frequency, if you say money is the root of all evil, then you get money and you feel sometimes people feel like um giving their money or spending their money is a bad thing, like it's evil or something. No, it's good.
mm,
It's supposed to spend. You want to go buy you a car, go buy you a house. You got the money, go spend it because money is energy.
right,
And that belief right there really kept us vibrating so low to just do that paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
you know.
Right.
And so, more money, more problems.
Ooh.
That one.
Or wait, what's the other one? Money don't grow on trees. Oh, I got a
Money
money
don't
tree.
go
I
on
don't know about
trees.
you. I got a money. You
That
got a money
that
tree, right?
one.
I got a.
Yes, I got a money tree. I got a real live money tree. For
Oh,
real.
okay.
You
Okay.
know,
There
I
was a
got the
lot of
tree in
them.
the house. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you told us money didn't grow on trees, but it's
Yep.
evident that and and then the translate that money don't grow on trees,
Hi, Nicole.
that's speaking from a lack mindset. Like I ain't
Mm-hmm.
got enough. So ain't like you can go out there and pick money. Why I can't? Instead, if we
Why?
were taught that, like the other saying too, like the grass is not always greener on the other side. It is.
Right.
My grass is always greener, you know. So we were
Right.
putting these little things in our mindset and our frequency
Mm-hmm.
for a long time.
For a
Like
long
and
time.
forever, like I had to when I started looking at those, like the things that I was telling myself are my beliefs, right? Because like
Mm-hmm.
I said, for me, belief creates doubt. And so what I was believing created doubt in my mind, right? That money don't grow on trees or that money's all
Mm-hmm.
evil. That's what I was
Mm-hmm.
believing. So I had
Right.
to take my mindset and go from, well, what do I do know? What do I, from belief and doubt to like, what do I know? I know that
Exactly.
I need my money to pay my bills on time. I know I need my money to make sure I have everything I need and everything supplied for. That's what I do know. Like start knowing and speaking in your knowing the same way we doubt things and put that energy there. Start speaking
Mm.
confident about what you know.
Alpha.
Oh, I know my money gonna hit. But you know what? I know my tax is gonna come before everybody else's. That's how for y'all
Mm-hmm.
tax folks. That's a little tea for you. Start man,
Right.
start that.
You see the
I know my
question they
tax
asking
money.
you, right? You see the question
What
Alpha is asking you. He says, "So
I
why
can't.
does life feel heavy?" Ooh, that's actually almost similar to one of the questions that I'm gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
So why does life feel heavy?
Because you're telling
I'm
your
gonna
mind
answer
that
when
it's
you're
heavy.
done.
You telling yourself that it's heavy. Is it
Mm-hmm.
really heavy, or is it an opportunity for you to expand yourself in where you want to be at? Are you addressing what you're feeling in that moment and where you at? Are you really, or is it really heavy? Could it be? It could be worse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's money. If you think about it, it's not real. This is true. Money is not real. This is true. It's just paper. Time is not real. Why does people say that we
Oh,
live in a simulation? It is an
oh, he want
illusion.
to talk.
Oh, you
It
you getting
isn't.
deep on them, Alpha. See, that's the thing. We taking
Yeah.
it slow. We listen. We there with you. We there
I
with
got
you,
you.
but
I got you. But
we
not
trying
this.
to
Not this
ease
one.
it. We trying to ease into it a little bit, but we with you. We are with you on this. Trust me.
Hmm.
Money is nothing more than an
Hmm.
illusion. It's paper. You're right, and we agree with you. And to answer the why does life feel heavy? It only feel heavy because you think it's heavy. You only in
Yeah.
something inside feels heavy. So
Hmm.
it's going to mirror that, and you're going to live that in your reality.
Hmm.
So that what do you do when you start to feel a little bit of shadow work,
Hmm. I started
meditation?
feeling heavy. I'm going to get grounded. I go get grounded, and
Yeah.
my number one superpower is dancing. I go out somewhere and I got to wind and I got to shake and I got to twerk when things that's and everybody had that's my rituals. Those are my
Right.
rituals, my go to. Like we have to have something that's going to be able to snap us back into our remembering. And so I'll
Mm-hmm.
get some music going on, or I'll call my friends and say, "Hey, girl, what you doing? Let's have a conversation." People that are safe for me to share where I'm at, and then I'm gonna go dance. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what's going on. I don't care if my rent is due. I don't care the light bill. They say they're gonna cut the lights off, baby. When it gets heavy for me like that, it's only because I'm trying to control that moment. But if I go, but that's why I have to go and dance or do something that takes me out of that energy so I can allow myself to just release what I'm carrying because
Mm-hmm.
I know that my light's gonna be turned on. You see what I'm saying? So then
Right.
the next day instantly it's like the shift happens first within yourself before you see it in your reality. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
every time it has to go that way. So if you're feeling heavy and you giving out heavy, like you said, that's what you're gonna be giving back. But if you can instantly switch your frequency in that moment by finding you something that's going to take you higher, it'll bring right what you asking for to come.
Right.
Whether it's like lift, I'm feeling heavy. I don't know why I'm feeling heavy. Can I need to lift it. Go do something
Right.
to make you feel good.
But it's part of life too, though. Let's not.
Mhm.
In order for you to feel light, you had to have feel heavy first.
Mhm.
So it's part of life. You can't just. You're gonna have adversity. That's just it. You're going to have adversity, and it's the what is it? The fifth law of the Hermetic principles, the law of rhythm. Like
Mhm.
I say, the tide goes in, the tide goes out. You have up and you have down. There's going to be times when you're not you're not happy. You got to experience that. But it's when you in that time. It's when you're in that time and you can level it because you know this too shall pass. You don't
Mhm.
become what you're feeling. You don't accept what you're feeling. You keep in mind, okay, I'm just at this point in life right now. And you find the good in it because there's always good. There's always love in it. So we're not telling you you're gonna always be up. You're gonna always be happy. Let me read your questions because you got a lot, Alpha. But heavy is definitely, you got to experience it. Life without adversity, how do you learn? How do you remember, I should say, because we're not
Mhm.
learning anything. We're
We're not,
remembering.
yeah. So,
You want to read his
yeah.
questions? Can you even see them?
Yeah, it's
I'll read it. I'll read it for you. So he says, so if I drawed something to this paper and I gave it to you, you think it's your life to chase this drawing? You chase nothing. You're lying.
Mhm.
You chase nothing at all because the moment you chase it, you're already you're already saying and accepting that you're lacking whatever it is you're chasing.
Mhm.
And lack
That's fact.
only creates more lack.
That's
And you're
fact.
absolutely right. God knows and you know because God lives within, Christ lives with. We are all one.
Mhm.
And you are right. It's nothing else than paper. I agree with you there. We there. What
Yeah.
wait, we're gonna get back to your questions. Let me finish. Let me ask you another question. Thank you for that question. Thanks. Thanks. I love it. All right. So we're gonna come off the money for a minute. We're gonna because a
Mhm.
lot of people in this chat, I wouldn't even say so much on this chat, but on my channel, they seek happiness. I had a girl on here tell me how she's experienced so many different relationships where she just couldn't find happiness. And then I had another one
Mhm.
where she was in a relationship, but every time she talked about her inner being, they ran away. They thought she was spooky, as she would say. They thought she was weird. And I've been there, so I know. So I know. So let me ask you this. So why do people think So why do people achieve things they wanted and still feel empty? We had to talk about this. Why do people
Mhm.
achieve things and still feel empty?
Because they're chasing. They're chasing the wrong thing, and they started off empty, so they went through the whole time being empty, and also too because they're not showing up as their true authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
You don't show up as yourself and say I'm going to school. Like for instance, I'm gonna give my own personal experience. Growing up, like I've always loved to do hair. I wanted to go do hair. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do
Mm-hmm.
hair and kind of service and help people. But I went to school. I went to college. I didn't go to beauty school. I went to college, got a college degree, got a associate's degree, got a bachelor's degree. I got a master's degree. Like I
Mm-hmm.
went and got all these degrees and all these things, and I still wasn't happy. I was like, I went and get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making about a working doing half what I like to do. I like to serve people, but then the money's not where I want it to be at, right? So then I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'll get a different job, and now I'm a manager. I'm making a little more money, but I'm still not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was not operating in my true self, I was people pleasing. So because I was people pleasing, it put me in a situation continuously to achieve something. I go get achieve something and not feel happy because it's
Mm-hmm.
am I achieving it for me or am I achieving it for you? What's the
Mm-hmm.
what I'm doing, right? And so
Right.
when you sit with yourself and really sit down and ask yourself, that's even in relationships, that's with everything, friendships, anything. You buy a house, you buy a car. Sit with yourself sometimes in your house and be like, am I really happy in this house? Be honest
Mm.
with yourself. and you may not be.
Mhm.
And if you're not, then what will make you happy? What will make me happy? Maybe if I sell this house and I go move somewhere else, that's
Mhm.
fulfilling your own joy, your own happiness, and then in that it doesn't matter whatever you are doing, you are happy because you are
Mhm.
doing what you want to do
Right.
with no
And I,
with with no um nobody's permission,
right.
nobody's needing to have to do it for you, like none of that, because everything that you really truly want to be happy in, everything gonna show up and provide itself for you to be happy because you want to be
Right.
happy. It's gonna show up.
Right. And I told you, I've met, and I know people's been to this guy's show before, and it's just a stage show. Millionaire. He is a freaking millionaire. You know what he said? He said once he got there, he felt empty. He felt like
Mhm,
something was missing. He knows about the inner now. He knows where it stems from. But he also took that money that he made and took it and put it into children that are hungry. And then he started to feel fulfillment. He started building different things outside of the country for people
mhm,
that's lacking. He
mhm,
started, taking it further outside of just him. And money is not it won't mean anything if you're not aware,
mhm.
if you're not conscious. So I
And
tell
and
people all
and
the
if
time, stop chasing the money. Fix you first.
you
Work on you. Do the work. Do the work. Go.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
and you gotta really just really have love. Like you gotta love is that's it. Period.
It's
Every
everything.
every question,
Everything.
that's the answer. Every question that you want to know, love is the answer. And when we are truly operating at a frequency of love,
Hmm.
those things that we do in love is only gonna give us love in return back to our home, our soul, our heart,
Hmm.
it's gonna
Right.
give you that. So that's why too a lot of people aren't happy because they're not, for number one, they're not doing the things that really truly make them happy, and
Right.
they lack love, and they don't, and they are either people pleasing,
Mm.
but you if you allow yourself to love yourself, you have to love yourself at a level that it is like, because the universe is a mirror. So if
Right.
you look in the mirror
Right.
and you loving you and you looking at you loving you, look like what?
You're gonna mirror
That's
that back.
automatic.
You're
That's
gonna attract that
and that's
back
in
to you.
everything. You're gonna have love and money. You're gonna have love and
Yes.
people gonna give you things. You're gonna be giving. It's a giving. It's a giving and receiving energy
Hmm.
exchange that has to happen.
Hmm.
Even with what we are experiencing, we are both operating at a level of love, which makes us happy. This moment makes us happy,
Right.
right? And
It
so
does.
because that makes us happy, then what is the universe gonna give us back in reflection? The same reflection of what we are to each other,
Yes.
you know, which is
Yes.
pure joy,
Pure
blissfulness.
joy.
So
Hmm.
people want to, so for the question when you asked, people hate going to a job, every single day. My advice to you is to change your mindset and start enjoying that you get to get up to go to a job every day. And then
Hmm.
if somebody put $30 million in your bank account today, what would you do with it once you left your job? Like, do you have a plan on, man, I'm gonna get this job, I'm gonna do this, or you just hating your job because you hate the people, or you
Hmm.
hate the pay, or like, what do you
Hmm.
hate? Find out what you hate about that moment of you going to work, and start talking about what you know you want to have. Live in what you want to have, not in
Walk in
what
your
your
truth.
reality is doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. And that's exactly how you manifest. Alpha, look, I get it. You're a slave if you say you're a slave. We get it. Most people are asleep. They are sleepwalking. We all had to sleepwalk in order for us to awaken. We all had to be who
Mhm.
we are not who we weren't in order for us to realize and know who we are. Remembering is all part of this life. That's what
Mhm.
I believe we came back here to do. Remember who we are and what power we possess.
Mhm.
So we get it. Money is for this realm. Totally understand it. And
Yep.
trust me, I know because I used to be questioned all the time. We do have a choice. No. So I used to be questioned all the time by someone I was dealing with at the time. His thing was all about money, 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 money. All I want money. And I said to him, you know where my money comes from? from the people, as many lives as I change. I'm not I'm not chasing anything. I come on here and let's just say I change a billion people's lives because that's my goal. 2 billion. That's my money. That is the money I expect because I'm not looking for the money. I know the money is mine already. I know if I do and obey what I'm being told through my spirit, through my consciousness, through my intuition, then
Mm-hmm.
all of those things are inevitable. It's materialistic here, but
Yes.
it's mine already though. It's done already. It's
Yes.
mine. That's it. So chasing the money is nothing. They are so afraid of us. Maybe they realize. They know. Let me give you
You
another
know,
question.
we don't even have to acknowledge. And energy goes whatever you put your energy into. That's what
That's
manifests.
where,
And so we don't have to put
yep.
our energy into it. We already know that nobody, no man or nobody on this earth has control over when you're walking your true authentic self.
Yep.
We allow ourselves to come outside of those walls of believing anything less than what we are.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to be afraid of anything. We don't have to fear anything. We don't have to like.
No.
We don't have to operate in that space and nobody's taking anything from us. No, that is over with.
Yeah.
That is over. We have, and just to take it to another level, we have what it says the last shall be first. Like this is what's
Mm.
happening. This is what a real big manifestation of what God intended it to be in earth to happen,
Right. It's
manifesting right now
happening.
in
We
real
in the
time.
shift. It's happening right
Yes,
now.
it's happening
2026
even
is
in the planet.
definitely the year of awakening. And I feel the same
Yes,
way Alpha saying we could run this planet next year with no money. How about we do it this year though? Because
yeah,
me and you could say that all day, every day, but collectively, this power in numbers. So, Alpha,
mhm,
who you waking up?
yeah,
Let's get to it because
yeah,
that's where it is. That's where the power is collectively. And I'd
mhm,
love to chat about this. You was just saying it, just in a different way. But energy flows where attention goes. Where you putting your energy at? Where you putting your
mhm,
attention at so that energy could feed it? If you putting it
mhm.
into what we just said, I don't have enough money. That
Yep.
energy is what's gonna flow. You ain't gonna have none. We
Mhm,
this not even just about money, but we know that that's what most people desire. It's a human being trait for one. So let's not even act like
mhm.
we any different. Because human beings seek happiness, peace, love, prosperity,
Yeah,
freedom.
yeah.
You
And
ready for
that's
the
what it's
next
all
one?
about. Yeah, I'm ready,
You ready?
girl.
Okay. Let's see. We ain't even got to get, you already hit on this. You know, why people stay stuck in cycles of stress. Why do
Mhm,
people stay in cycles of stress even when nothing is wrong? But it's like you say, conditioning, no?
mhm.
What you think?
Yeah, it's definitely conditioning, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also to what we're eating that keeps
Mm,
you in that keeps you in stress. You may not be feeling stressed, but your body is because you're not
mm.
eating the proper things you're supposed to. You're not eating right, so that's a level of stress that
What we're watching.
we're watching. How you're driving, you may not
Mm,
feel stressed. But you drive aggressively, like
mm,
it's so many outside things that are distractions that keep us from really feeling fulfilled and feeling happy because you may not be stressed, but do you feel at peace within
mm,
yourself? You know? And now
mm-hmm.
that's why I named all those other things because I had to start questioning myself about what is really causing me stress. Like, is okay, my eating, that is, because my eating, my blood pressure goes up and it's all these other things, that happen to your body. Am I stressed out about me coming home, having to cook and clean? Like those things. Like, am I really operating? I might not be stressed out about money every day, because I
Mm-hmm.
may have money. I might
Right.
be, I'm a billionaire, and I ain't stressed out about nothing, but I'm still not happy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so my body is still stressed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
if it's not at one within you're not at peace within yourself or fully connected to really who you truly are, then a lot of the things outside of you will be stressed.
Oh, yeah. And you feel trapped because
Mhm.
you stay stuck there. And I like to say, you don't have to be there.
Don't
It's
have to be there.
temporary. It's not permanent.
Mhm.
It's not
Mhm.
permanent. I even had a few videos where we literally talked about each principle of the Hermetics. And
Mm.
it's literally how life goes. It's literally how life is ran. And that's just how it goes. And you know what people desire the most. I can tell you this because I have been feeling this way for maybe 5 years now. And that's only because I haven't had to, like I told you, clock into anybody's
Mhm.
9 to 5. But that takes a lot of work. And a lot of people, like
Mhm.
we say all the time, they don't want to do the work.
Mm-mm.
That instant gratification makes them feel good. That
Mhm.
comfortability of that paycheck coming in, whether it's just keeping you going from paycheck to paycheck, you cool with that because you comfortable there. You might have a little leeway. You can do whatever you want to do at the job, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Ooh.
but yeah, you might. I was just telling my child that the other day, like you feel good because you comfortable there. You got some pull. You make okay
Mhm.
money. You okay? You might be able to go buy a pair of Uggs next week, or you okay with it, but you're not where you desire to be.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, this right here, where I got this, took a lot of doing the work, and
Mhm.
I'm talking about aligning with the work. It came effortlessly, but I had to align with it first. It wasn't something. So, what does freedom actually mean to you? Time, money, or inner calm? What does those things mean to you?
Freedom means all those things to me. Freedom means
Mm,
the ability to have all that I'm supposed to have and
mhm,
know that. It's joy to me. It's seeing everybody around me well. Freedom
mm,
is having my own mind to think, my own free will to eat. Freedom is not being bound by any conditioning or anything that was not who I was supposed to be. Like free
mhm,
to be. Freedom is just being. If I want to get up today and say, take a trip and fly across the world and find my girls across the world, and we go over there, we have a good time, we come back and
mhm.
get back to business. That's freedom for me. Freedom is seeing and being and living in pure bliss and joy. Money, we all want money. Money is not a bad thing to have. But if I didn't have
Yeah, it's
money,
not.
I would still I would still be good without the money. I would still be good if I had to live in the jungle and on a mountaintop with a small house and it may have a leak in the roof. That's freedom because I'm at peace.
Mhm,
Peace is my
mhm.
freedom. And with that, all things become a magnet to what peace feels like for you. Peace may be for me sometimes. So I had told myself, I was like, man, I want to get massages more often because my body needs that.
Mhm.
You know. So I asked myself, well, how you gonna get more massages? Well, this is how much money I need to get the massages. And this is me talking to myself, telling myself, walking myself to my freedom.
Mhm.
And when I finally got to where I found somebody to do my massages, I just had to go to that place. He can come to my house and give me my massages. That was
Mm.
freedom for me. Freedom for me
Mhm.
to get up in the morning and say, oh, I got a massage today coming to my house. That's freedom. Because I'm getting
Mhm.
to my own joy, my own happiness, my own creation of what I'm creating. That is freedom. That
Yeah.
is beautiful. To be around people that are just as beautiful and magnetic and powerful as me, to me, that's sacred. That's a sacred type of freedom.
Mm. Yep. Yep. Even being able to just have a conversation with somebody who's like minded, that's freedom.
Yeah,
That's
freedom.
that's that's freedom. Okay, that's
Yes.
that's
Woo.
everything for me. I can tell you that for a fact. That's definitely everything for me, and it means a lot for me
Mm.
because it changes my external world because now my internal world is screaming with joy, peace, calm,
Mm.
and
Yes.
you manifest faster if you do it from a
Yes.
peaceful state. Let me tell you,
Yep. Yep.
you know what I told you. What happened to me this Christmas when I went into the Walmart?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It's
It happens, and it's not something you have to dwell on either. Because when you start dwelling on it, now just acknowledge it, let it go, and let it flow to you. Because that's what it's going to do.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Don't dwell on it. Because dwell on it, what you resist persists.
Yeah.
That's right, right? That's how I'm saying. That's how you say it, right? Exactly,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Since this is Remembering Saturday, I gotta hit you with one of those questions, and I ain't gonna keep you that much longer because you already been here with me for 40 minutes, and I appreciate that. Let me ask you this: how can someone reconnect with themselves without changing their whole life overnight? Because overnight is not something that's gonna happen regardless. Because you still stuck in the same habits, you still stuck in the same routines. Not because you woke up one morning and was like, I got it, I'm alive inside. Means you're automatically out of those relationships. Now they will drift, you know that. So how can someone reconnect with themselves without changing their whole life overnight? Uh-oh, I think you froze. Yep. It's okay. So how you once you okay, so she got kicked off, but that's fine. We were just about to close up really quickly anyway, but once you waking up, life doesn't change so fast. You'll find that those same relationships that you are in, they start to dwindle if they're not aligned. You'll start to realize that the job, you stop settling. You stop settling and going into the job like, okay, I'm going in because I have to. No, because when you awaken and you become aware, you no longer do the things that don't serve you. Your spirit is going to weigh on you, even if it has to take drastic moments. Hey,
Hey,
I
Carol.
was just explaining it to them, but you could do it. You could go ahead.
Which one to tell them?
Okay, so how can someone reconnect? You got a little bit of an echo.
Hold on, put my earbuds back on.
Okay, okay. So how can someone reconnect with themselves without changing their whole life overnight?
How can someone reconnect with themselves without changing their whole
Yes.
life overnight?
Yeah. Like how can they? Let's just say we'll do it like this. Let's just say they woke up. They had an aha moment because I remember what's this guy, this actor, this big actor that do the mask. He was in the mask, the green face.
Mm-hmm,
Jim Carrey. I watched him
mm-hmm,
deliver a speech, and he explained how one morning he woke up with a aha, I get it, I understand now.
mm-hmm,
Most people think that once they've reached that awareness, that level of consciousness, that everything around them now is supposed to change. They're supposed to
mm-hmm.
start attracting, their relationship's supposed to be better. Why is that not the case?
Because once you get that awakening, that's just your awareness that you have come into alignment with your understanding of your own consciousness. But you
Hmm.
still have to allow certain experiences to happen that's going to continue to teach you more about yourself, which is going to allow you to almost like you wake up one day and everything that you've been asking for is there, you know?
Mm,
And that's how it happens. You can't expect it to, nothing happens overnight because we are always forever evolving, transforming, ascending. We are forever uh, becoming the evolution of what we are remembering. And we
hmm.
came here to remember. So the journey that we have, once we finally start remembering, it's almost like things do start happening quickly because you
Hmm.
start feeling
Yeah.
different instantly. You
Hmm.
start feeling different instantly. You start,
Hmm.
and certain things that may have used to taking you years to let go of, you're like, nah, man, I just don't even want to do that no more. Like
Hmm.
something starts transforming in you, and then your life starts reflecting that on levels, on different levels, because it's the journey.
Right.
And people want to rush it, but why rush the journey? You got to be present in your journey. And if you're
Mm.
present in your journey, you'll realize that everything that you were asking for is right there in that moment.
It was already
Literally,
there.
already
Yeah.
there. So when you
Right.
start awakening and you you get it. Everything is already right there when you get it,
Hmm.
already there. You
Yeah.
say you want to be a millionaire. How you want to be a millionaire? You don't feel like one yet. That's why you ain't one yet, because you feel like it.
Because you feel like
So,
you already are not a millionaire. So how you gonna be a millionaire? And I get it.
mm-hmm,
I understand you're not experiencing it right now. I can get it because a lot of people say, "Oh, you want me to live a fake life? You want me to make up stuff?" No. See,
yep,
that's how I know you
yep,
haven't imbibed it yet. You don't
mm-hmm,
believe
mm-hmm,
it yourself. So if you don't believe it,
mm-hmm,
why it ain't gonna show up. Let me say that for now.
mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people like, "Oh, I can tell you right now, I was in a relationship with like you. You don't talk literal. You talk reality. You talk fake. You talk no,
Yes.
no, 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 no. That's not what I talk. I talk my
Mm-hmm,
truth, and it scares you. You're
mm-hmm.
not ready for it. It's cool because, like I said, there's a great book by what is it? See, they don't want you to talk. They don't want you to talk your truth. You getting kicked off now. You lagging. You
That's what I'm
you
like. What?
you lagging.
I must have said too much of a
It's okay.
frequency already. I'm
It's okay.
saying
I'm
too
in a
much.
vibe and I'm vibing high. It's not gonna change it for me. I'm glad y'all
Yeah.
still here. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Grateful for you. But girl, look, listen, we ain't even gonna hold them no more unless you got more. You know me, and I know you. We can talk about this all day and all evening. What is something? Let's give them a closing. If people
Mm-hmm,
stop doubting themselves, this is what we're gonna do right quick. If people
mm-hmm.
stop doubting themselves, what kind of life do you think they create? Mm,
The life that they remember,
mm,
because doubt, like I said earlier, that belief gives you doubt, which keeps you at a low frequency.
mm-hmm,
Faith, faith births fear,
mm.
but when you know, that trumps that trumps faith and belief. Because when you know, that's when you tap into your power.
That's
I live.
embodying it.
That's my belief. I believe in that. I know it to be true. So you're doubting because you're in the wrong frequency, and because that you are doubting, you should be knowing. When you know,
Mm.
you ain't gonna doubt what you know. It
Mm-mm.
don't make
You can't.
you can't,
How?
and then you can't tell me nothing about what I know. How
Right?
can you tell me about what I know if you haven't experienced what I experienced? We're all having a human experience in this realm, and what
Right?
I know is what I know. That's
Right?
why I tell people like I know a lot of things. I know a whole lot of things, and some things I don't know. But what I know, you better believe you can take that to the. You can write that check. I can write it. You can cash it and take it to the bank, baby, because I
Yeah.
know it.
Right. Right. I agree with you. There's
Yeah.
no other way around it. We're spiritual beings have human being experience.
Hmm.
And
So
when you know this, let me tell you this from now, you can't unknow it. There's no going back.
I'm gonna give you
And
the scripture.
I did a video too, and I sense, not everybody. I said I sense that I choose my parents. I choose my challenges. I choose my environment. You know, that's straight blasphemy for a lot of people, and I understand. But I sense that that's exactly how this was all my spiritual contract,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
life's blueprint.
Hmm.
And they don't want to hear that, but it is what it
Hmm.
is. Why not try it? Your fear based teaching didn't work. So why not try something different?
Hmm.
But go ahead.
I'm
What's the scripture?
this what I want to say to get to put it on everybody's mind. There was a scripture for those who were the Bible scholars, and
Mm,
we know some of these things. This scripture I'm about to say is written everywhere. You can go in the stores, you can go anywhere, you're gonna see this. But it was the reason why this scripture was said. Be still and
and
know
no.
that I am God.
That's my favorite Bible
Don't
verse,
be
Psalms 46 and
don't be
10.
still and doubt that I'm God. Don't be
Mm,
still and have faith that I'm God. Don't be
mm,
still and believe that I'm God. Be still and
and
know.
no. Yes.
So what do you know? What do you know about the guys that you say you serve? Whether it's the higher realm, it's the wherever you, it doesn't even really matter. What do you know about the guys that you serve? Because I know about the guys that I serve, which is me,
Right.
and the
Right.
guys that I serve knows that all things are working for those for everybody who is the greater good of God. Now, come on now.
Come
It-
on. You
I'm just
bring it.
saying.
Look, you know
I'm
I
just,
decode
I,
this
I'm
whole
just saying.
entire month. I have been
Come on.
decoding Bible verses. looking at
Yeah.
them differently
Come
from
on.
the fear-based teaching that we were taught, and
Yeah.
just
Come
slowing
on.
them down and looking at them at a different perspective and how
Yeah.
they serve our lives right now. Not the way that we
Hmm.
read them, because we read them. We literally look at them. I'm talking about feel them within and let them
Yeah.
work. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So be
Well,
still in there.
be
Take
still and
that
know.
tonight and sit on
Yeah.
that and write in your journal and see what answers will come from that. I guarantee you,
Hmm.
you embody what you know. Right now, we all have an opportunity to be still. It isn't by coincidence that the whole world is still right now.
Mm.
Why? Because right now you need to remember and know who you are
Take
and
your
your power.
time.
Do you
Yes.
understand me? That's the time
Ooh.
and we're in right now. So
Mm.
take this opportunity to be still and know that you are God and know that because of that, you got all the power that you want to live the life that you desire to have.
Hmm.
Period.
Period.
Because it's
That's it.
yours. It's your birthright.
It's your birth. It's your birthright.
Your
It is your
birthright.
birthright.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Yeah.
where can they find you at? Where can they find you at? Let them know. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, but let them know right
Yeah.
now. Where can they find you at?
I am on all platforms at Mommy the Water Goddess. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and catch me on my threads because I'm always giving Oracle
Oh, it's
messages and
yes.
Oracle downloads all the time. You can also click my link in my bios. You can book a
Hmm.
session with me, get an Oracle reading. I got hour sessions and 15-minute sessions, but just go check my page out and see what I'm all about and tell somebody to tell somebody. Bring a
Right.
friend, you know.
Right.
Even if you don't feel like this is for you, I know you got somebody next to you or close to you that you feel is somebody that's like, oh, that girl talk crazy or that guy talk crazy. Send them this video so they can tap into us. So
Right.
therefore, because we have a guided light teachers in this realm and this timing to give you all what you need at any level of where you are at. You know, tonight was a beautiful night and we talked on so many different levels,
Hmm.
high, low, in between. So it was for the people tonight. And I
Right.
appreciate you. It's
Right.
a
And we
beautiful
love you. I love you. I love you all. And you
thing.
already know where you can find me on every
Hmm.
platform. Chicolesworld. You can find me here. You can email me. chicolesworld@gmail.com. I mean, I've read
Hmm.
emails at 3 a.m. When my spirit got me up, I'm going. But I love
Yeah.
y'all. I appreciate you all for being here. I am grateful. I am
Yeah.
grateful. And you are grateful, I'm sure. So we love
Yeah.
y'all. I will put the replay up. Alpha, we're going to see you tomorrow because I'm back tomorrow every
Yeah.
night at 7 p.m. for the rest of this month. I think I got what, maybe 9 days left. I
Mhm.
did 30 days of Bible decoding because that's what Spirit led me to do.
Ooh,
So
celebrate. Good job,
I'm
sis.
almost done. I know. Every
Yeah,
night
good
committing,
job.
even when I wasn't
Good job.
stable, I still made sure it got done. And guess
Good.
what? It wasn't no pressure. It came effortlessly because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be obedient. I wasn't
Yeah.
obedient for a long time. Now, it's done. Thank you,
Yeah. I love you,
Paige.
Paige.
Alpha, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Listen, we with you. You
Yeah.
deep. You very deep. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you,
everyone, for being
everybody.
here.
Appreciate y'all.
And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m.
All right.
You might have to pop on in one of these Bible decoding. I'm just saying.
Girl, let me in there. Let me do
You
that.
already in there.
All right.
All right,
Peace.
later, everyone. Bye bye.